I know we're all doing that.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. I was being a jerk and just mimicking John.
Yeah, me too. That's what I can only see out of the
Oh,
corner of
I
my
see.
eye here.
I was just slicing my own
Making
throat.
fun of him.
Yes.
Classic.
Why do you have to like make fun of me though?
I don't know, John.
Why does that have to be what we're doing today?
No. We would
Kick
never.
you when you're down. Kick.
Oh, Pukajutsu.
A fox
so
for
many
all
new emotes
seasons.
that
Is
I
that a
haven't had a
hungover
moment.
fox? I like to think it
Looks
is.
kind of fearful, maybe? From
No,
here.
he's got swirly eyes. It's oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ash for
Yay!
Yes.
I'll take mine with gold. Like literal gold.
That exists.
Mashed
Like
potatoes.
Dessert.
Goldschlager, but mashed potatoes version.
No, but like actual gold just
Yeah,
on the
little
side.
flakes of
Yeah,
gold.
little flakes of so I can sell it. So I can be rich.
Goldschlager has gold in it.
That's true. You though. Shaving a gold stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I had to.
Hey!
Aragorn, that is the best emote. It is.
It
It
really
is
is.
my favorite emote now. Just straight up.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Hi.
just
Yeah.
just to make it clear, I won't have this on the whole time that we're playing, but I had to have a tooth extracted. It's an emergency tooth extraction. It's happened. So there's going to be some swelling on this side of my face, and other than that, we're just gonna go ahead.
We're gonna power through. You can tell us if you got in a fight, John. That's okay. You can tell us that.
You should see the other guy.
Hey, good answer. I'm kidding. Oh, Kate just like slipping away quietly.
Luckily, it's not on the dimple side.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Silver
Alright.
lining. Silver lining.
So it's how bad was it? I mean, for my wallet or my pride?
A
Both.
really good question. A
Canada.
dentist.
Yeah, Canada does have universal health care, but not for dental.
No.
So
So wasn't the party that got elected just now to get back platforming for free dental care? That
QS
someone
was
else?
though.
Oh.
QS
Damn,
was.
I thought there was a bright side.
Damn it.
No.
so yeah, so
Excuse me.
that was the thing. But hey, it's done. It's done. Hopefully that will mean. I mean, it's gonna suck in the near term, but in the long term, it'll be good.
Mhm.
And it's not a tooth that I need to put a replacement into. So
That's
And
really
he's already made a necklace out of it.
like
and
it's not
yes,
this
he will
one.
be wearing it
I
in
didn't
all
take
future
it with
streams.
me.
Why?
It shattered while it was
Oh.
being removed.
Oh, yeah.
All the more reason to take it with you.
good. John
This is what I do to
full-
my
Pocket
enemies.
sand, but instead of
teeth?
bone
Oh,
dust.
Steve.
It's
I'm
a good
thinking, like,
cantrip. Like a
that would
bunk.
be really good, actually.
Yeah.
Ripping out one of your own teeth? Oh.
I'm thinking like a full
Crumbled.
barbarian look for Halloween, John, but with like a necklace of your own teeth shards.
There
You can
is-
go as your
I
own
do-
mouth for Halloween.
For a while, I actually had my wisdom teeth still
There you go.
somewhere in a little envelope
I do.
which has teeth on it.
They're right here.
I don't know what I expected.
Let's hope I'm not a red cap. Well, I'm not. Shattered tooth rattle.
Yes.
God, I just
And then every time
imagine the
you like,
creepiness.
do something, you can go like Tuxedo Mask, but with a tooth rattle.
Perfect.
Ew.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like, oh, that must be what like old school
Tuxedo
baby
mask.
rattles had. It was baby teeth. And I was
Oh
like,
my
oh god,
God.
that's a really creepy
That's
thought.
horrifying.
Yeah.
Really,
That's
big,
a short story.
the big part
Yeah.
for me is I don't want to put my tongue where it is because there's that, like
Careful.
for the first little bit,
Careful.
that weird feeling of like my mouth's just not the same.
Yeah, it's like a hole. Where there used to
I'll
be
never
a
be
Anyone
the
gonna
same.
quote that?
Damn it, Neale.
I'm just asking
Please
a
do.
question.
But you didn't do anything, Tuxedo Mask. True.
You threw a
Tuxedo
flower.
Mask gave us the will to keep fighting because
Sorry, I'm not gonna get into
No.
Shakespeare shit.
The
Will.
yeah, the triple underline.
That love me. My name is Will.
Hmm.
I check
that
there.
if I am going to be holding something to my face,
Thank
I
you,
will,
Rocky.
at
Will.
the very least,
Will you?
What a guy.
Yep.
at the very least, I'll get a 1-up.
A. Oh, so creepy, Aragorn. Yikes.
Oh
Like,
god.
Is it weirder for for them?
You laughed. But like,
Or is it weirder for her to be like, ooh, I'm so embarrassed? Or is it weirder for them to be like, who's the serial killer that moved into my
Right?
house? Like, anyway. Yeah,
Well,
right? Yeah, yes.
There's probably like a. Anyway.
Ergwin, it's good to have you here. She who knows 10,000 things. Currently, the only Diclave today.
Ooh, Neale did well. Yes.
I mean, yeah, obviously. But there's one thing that I will point out, Ergwin, is that Scott can't be in the doghouse today. He can't spend experience. He isn't allowed. And why is that, Scott? Why can't you spend experience?
I'm
now?
actually not 100% sure, John. Can we
I'm
roll
actually
the tape?
not 100% alive.
I cannot spend experience because Braum is currently unenchanted because he fucking died.
how did he die?
Shanked like a chump.
Yay!
I mean, not like a chump, but it wasn't exactly the heroic end that I think I might have been hoping for.
So, what are the two ways that Brahms died? Because I'm pretty sure the first time was punched to death with fire,
Yeah, that
and then
sounds
another
about right.
time was shanked like a chump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like commoners, no less. That's not nice. I shouldn't. Let's not. Hey, jack of all trades, except. Whoa, hey, careful. Jack of all trades.
Specialty:
Except-
lying to myself.
Lying to my subterfuge self. I'm a big fan. Always have been. Yeah.
But, of course, we can ask the other two whether they've spent experience.
Yay! Oh,
You know what I'm saving up for? I'm saving up for another Dotto Glamour. It's
Yay.
expensive.
Yep. But thank you, John, for allowing me at the last 20 seconds
Yeah.
before we went live to purchase the fourth Dot of Wayfair,
Ooh.
which lets people fly.
You get.
Windrunner.
Oh my god, actually, though?
Something you choose a realm. What gains the power of flight? So you can make a magic carpet. And depending on successes, it determines how long it can fly. You can fly.
How about.
But if it runs out and you're in the air, does not guarantee a safe landing.
Fair. Very fair. You could. I'm sure you could creatively do other things. Try to
Yeah.
keep yourself aloft. Like flap your arms. You're a wizard, Ari. Also, oh yeah. So could you give flight to your words? Perhaps
More.
could send your.
Fuck!
What?
It just flies out. I'm picturing in Kill Bill when it switches to the animated sequence in Kill Bill Part 1. In that animated sequence, like a whimper comes out of her mouth and she stuffs it back in.
Nice.
But I'm picturing like the fuck coming out and then like floating away.
Getting some angel wings and just like every time a knocker swears, an angel gets its wings.
Bird.
Yes, Ergwin.
That's a lot of angels.
It sure is.
Are you angry with me for not buying things?
I guarantee it.
Oh, it's on RPG Clinic. Like I gotta go there now. Oh,
Nightmare.
yeah. I have not been updating that.
Don't worry,
no,
Eric Gwen.
it is false. It is a
I will
falsehood.
update Elizabeth's
But that's
character sheet.
because I filled up my nightmare, and then I got willpower imbalance, and now I'm back in nightmare 0. That's the story of that.
True story.
I'm actually closer to not lying than lying right now.
No.
Is it a scale? That was sort of an on-off binary type situation.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Pretty sure, 3 nightmare is closer to 0 nightmare than 10 nightmare. So,
John,
like,
that ice pack is
we have
like
No.
really fab.
It gives me life.
It's. I only wish. No, that's the best. That's the best one.
Did
I
you
was gonna
literally
say, I
just
wish it was
update
like
my character sheet?
Oh,
a
no,
fire
I
flower
was
or
thinking
some
of doing
shit
that,
with the
but
irony,
then
but,
I
like,
I think
that's
those
had a
must
work email.
exist.
I'm glad you did.
And I read the
If
work
it's
email.
something that I'm going to be using for health reasons,
okay.
I want
That's
the
fine.
extra life.
Just an answer to a question.
Like, let's be honest here.
Uh-oh, Aragwen. Yes. I am listening. And no,
Sophia
it's
can
not
come
correct
out
on
of Bedlam
RPG.
by the next time she experiences epiphany, removing the imbalance instead of regaining glamour.
I'd like an adjudicated ruling on this, John. If I keep dying my way out of a fight, does that count as cowardice?
No.
No, I know. Like, I fought. Well, I mean,
I mean,
kind of.
barely.
Okay.
No
all right.
offense.
No,
but-
unless literally you're just like, oh, shit's getting heavy.
Or I just lie down. I'm like, heal me. Just do it. You know, like that's no bueno. I think we're good, Aragwen. You want to put me over the top, banality wise? No problem.
You can ditch banality on a
I
one for
forget
one
how
basis
to get
By
epiphany.
gaining
by getting glamour.
glamour. Yeah.
Kate doesn't get a tough
It's
question because she's the
self-inflicted.
best today.
Hey, I love it.
I have to inspire myself.
I think so. It's like
I'm the fucking
completing
best
a
today.
super
I'm
cool.
going to goddamn surgery and I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna run a killer session too, I'm sure. I mean, no
No,
pressure.
last session was a killer session.
Phrasing.
Oh my god, his face.
Oh, why did I stop? Oh no.
I don't remember where in the book it is.
Oh, health potions.
Hey, so I have to put this back in the freezer, and while I'm
Beep,
doing
boop.
that, the three of you can remind everybody what happened last session.
That's a great idea. Anyone want to start?
So we had been skycrafted back to our garden,
Mhm.
thanks to Braun.
You're
We were
welcome.
missing a bunch of our people.
But everyone had been whisked away towards us.
Amazing. Perfect.
And so I need to not be trying to read a book while I'm talking. And so we found who was present with us. It was only allies that had made it to the property of the Spark itself, thankfully. The rest were down below, but we were missing a few allies, notably Kyoko's body. Some objects, which it's the two swords, which Brom had dropped, and Mab the lizard. So we sort of started talking about what we were going to do about all these people that have been teleported with us.
Yeah, the pandemonium in the streets down below as loyalists around Lord Skane kind of took on the rebels rallied around the Duchess Eloise. Complete and utter chaos. Zister and Incisor defended the Spark against the incursion, like the lobby of the Spark. And I guess, if I may, to sum up, Braum was trying to take on a steam-powered chimerical tank and bit it chimerically, let's be real. And Sophia managed to... No, Patches managed to get a shot off on the Duchess Eloise before she sealed herself inside a fairy ring to protect herself. You know, seeing that this was obviously the leader of the assault. Sophia managed to locate her lizard, Mab, along with Feralith. Although, in doing so, she became imbalanced and, like, erupted with glamour. Became essentially like a freehold amount of glamour, just like this burning beacon. Very exalted.
Mm-hmm.
We managed to get them all to safety. Zeron rides up on a horse like a badass to take on the Duchess Eloise, but...
You drew herself a fairy ring. And that made her disappear.
Like the tank.
Which annoyed Zeron, annoyed all of us. Meanwhile, fights were still raging around us. I started hopping around on top of buildings to try to get a better shot and not get shot myself. Sophia was beacon of lighting it up.
Yeah, and I cast Primal 5 and I threw fire and stones at people and enclosed them in rocks and mountains.
Yeah,
It's fun.
these two cantripped away a battlefield of 200 people, essentially, which is amazing.
Mhm.
Although the Duchess got
The
away.
Duchess got away. Just as... Was
Mhm.
it before or after the knockers showed up that I went down into the grate?
That was after.
After. So knockers showed up. A whole bunch of knockers in mech suits, essentially, walked up, and we were ready for them to be yet another wave of assailants. But it turned out they were here to tell the current assailants to fuck off, and that the Grand Best Inn did not endorse their behavior.
Yeah.
So that was nice. But they were a little late. But it's good to know that not everyone is in open revolt. But your body had fallen into
The sewers.
the sewers. So I went down after his body and heard footsteps running away. Told them to drop what they were carrying because they'd escape quicker. So down in the sewers, we managed to recover Brahm's body and Kyoko's body.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're left with Sophia and Patches carrying the unenchanted bodies of Brahm and Kyoko, having just received a phone call from the Duchess Eloise to threaten us, and from Ramsia
Yeah, you did a bunch of phone calling.
Oh, yeah.
about maybe meeting the Crystal Circle, being
You're
introduced because it's now
right.
time. Like it's, you know,
Yes.
that takes us to the present moment.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I have to get into character.
You're breathing too much.
Oh,
job, Scott.
No, actually, you're
You
only
breathe more
chimerically.
real.
Yeah.
All right. Well, does any? Okay, so Aragorn does have Disenchanted Kyoko. Looks like Disenchanted Kyoko still has the white hair. It would appear that that's a sorry, doesn't have the white hair. Her hair is instead black. Similar kind of hairstyle. She is youthful looking. Has a definitely has Japanese ancestry, and is just breathing.
Yay.
That's all she's doing.
She's alive.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Sorry.
You aware of Kingmaker as a concept? The idea that you cannot win, but that you can make the decision that will cause another player to win. It is an issue among games that involve some competition between others, especially board games, and especially why Settlers of Catan is a game that I find frustrating. Because there can inevitably come a time where you cannot win. But that you can just start trading your resources away willy-nilly. Kid, are you okay?
Just got super mad at the thought of Kingmakers. I've had a pretty stressful week, and I feel like I'm probably quick to get emotional and stressed, so don't mind me. I'm just trying to center myself.
Now, in a role-playing game, sometimes you make somebody a kingmaker. Sometimes that's literally who they are, well, or queenmaker. But in reality, what I've asked the players to do is to make some choices because they themselves can't be the winners, but others can. And so they have to make the choices as best as they can based on whatever criteria they choose is important to them. But there will be other decisions made today by all of them. Choices that aren't necessarily indicative of them winning, but that will help others win. It is 12 hours later. Those who have remained, who did not immediately flee who did not immediately flee the area, have found themselves holed up in the Spark itself. Enough has been done by various changelings to convince mortals to not interfere, even though all of the windows of the ground floor have been blown out of Westmount Square's skyscraper. Tall building. And the area has been cleared out. There's an investigation going on as to what the hell happened. And the news is currently calling it a flash mob, as it would appear that nobody has been seriously injured. But it hasn't been easy. Claude has recovered enough that he has started to make sure that the Freehold is capable of taking on this influx of people. The rooms are full to capacity, and there have been temporary beds set up in the exhaust just for people and places to go. All of the offices currently are housing others, with the exception of one. Kyoko's office is kind of stuffed with stuff. So it's currently being used as the office for anybody who's actually part of the Spark to go and spend time if they need to consult amongst themselves. Either that or the kitchen. And while Claude gets a twitch every time somebody decides to go in there, he is allowing it.
Oh, it's such a big deal.
Truly an arc. A change. Good.
Now that 12 hours have passed, it means that I have to make a change. It's no longer Wednesday. It's now Thursday. Thursday, June 14th, 2018. From you can wake up. Not enchanted, mind you, but where would you have put him?
Would it be helpful to get him near the balefire? I guess we would have prioritized sort of triage style who got to sleep down near the balefire. I would have put him near probably someone from the Spark that would know how best to talk to him when he woke up.
Hot as balls, as I remember. There's no advantage to putting somebody next to the balefire if they're going to be enchanted.
Okay.
He's going to wake up and it's going to have no effect on him.
Okay.
And he won't regain glamour by sleeping next to it.
Okay. So yeah, I would have left him near someone that I'd trust to.
So you have
Yeah,
also,
wherever he normally sleeps, I guess, in his room.
Yeah.
I should point out that you have the
West
following
Island, right?
bodies. So
But
you've
yes.
got Brahm.
Yeah.
You have Kyoko.
Yeah.
Where do you put Talus?
That's what I was getting to.
Who's still unenchanted.
Yeah.
Oh, all three of them are unenchanted.
Seven was also
Seven was
chimerically dead as well, if I recall.
Okay. Adding him to
But I think that was it.
I mean, we can throw Talus in the dungeon
Sorry.
for now, till we figure out what to do with him.
Fair? No.
In case anyone else
I
will
don't
try
really
to
get a vote
bust him
for it.
out and use Dante's power to their advantage. Yeah.
I think we should do
I
that.
think we should do that.
Great.
Yeah, cool. It looks like my my Bedlam threshold
Mm-hmm.
lasts for a number of scenes equal to my number of imbalances.
So it's done.
Yeah.
Sweet. I mean, sorry.
I mean, I could buy that being Sophia.
I know, it's not bad,
Oh.
eh?
Yeah.
Page
I
295.
should actually make one thing clear. The news is talking about a flash mob. There's speculation that the flash mob is surrounding somebody who corporations are trying to set up as a new performance artist or perhaps singer or pop star. Somebody who is incredibly beautiful with elfin-like features. And there are shaky photographs of you.
Oh, fuck yeah. camera phone
being
shit.
thrown
Actually, I
out.
guess that wouldn't work, eh?
Now, the
Yeah,
photographs,
Well,
the
they'd
thing is,
see
even
regular
though you
Sophia.
were called upon the weird,
Except, yeah.
the mists will protect you. So nobody is suggesting that you are actually a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely a lot of like,
Who dat?
and
Cool.
question marks of like, who is this? But the picture isn't good enough for anybody who actually knows who you are to identify you at this point.
A Lady Gaga or a William Hung type. I
Yes,
guess.
Sophia, yes.
Yes, you look beautiful today.
She may.
Yes.
I can't even drink out of a water bottle.
Oh.
Drink out of a glass like a plebe.
Well, we all know where John stands on bottles versus glasses now, guys, okay?
Not allowed to suck, not allowed to spit. Leaving it there.
Sorry.
So, if possible, I would have wanted to have slept by the balefire.
Yes.
Regain one
So-
glamour and one willpower.
The people who are allowed to sleep next to the balefire at this point would be you. Zister has slept by the balefire. And Rancia made a very unusual but particularly impassioned plea to be allowed to. I mean, she's not technically a
Member of the
I mean, she's a
Freehold.
resident, but
Yeah,
she's not like a spark.
permanent. Yeah.
Sparky. Yes. I would like to sleep in my own room. So if my spot can go to someone else at the balefire, that's okay by me.
Just imagine this like a nightlight, but like a huge blazing thing.
No,
So you just put
it's
the cover up
done.
over your head and it kind
Would
of goes.
I
It's
guess I
over
would
now.
have
I know.
also requested that Sir Zaron take on a few refugees, as it were, to Hearthlight if possible.
Yes, he will gladly take those.
Here you go.
Whoever could walk.
Your hidden duke, as it were, has basically wrapped himself up and has gone to Heart's Light. He's not openly going back there, but if Zeron is taking on people there, then he's going to assist because he knows that freehold better than anyone. So he's currently out of your hair.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Okay, so if it's 12 hours later, does that make it the next morning?
It's actually, if I have my timing right, it's actually like 2 a.m.
Oh,
A little later, but yeah, it's the wee hours.
I'm saying it's 2 a.m.
Great.
There you go. Notable, if only because that's when Brahm would be waking up. Well, when Brahm would be waking up, the relative banality levels of the others are not necessarily known. So,
We don't know.
but
If someone around us knew enough to let me know, because I don't know whether I have enough gray mirror or awareness of such things to have, that I would have probably slept quickly so that I'd be up to be with the people as they awoke.
so regain 1 glamour. You can also regain a willpower. You may regain a willpower. I will point out that the willpower
Now I
that you
can
regain
unleash.
is currently still imbalanced because you regained the last point first. So
okay.
if you spend this point, it'll happen again.
right.
It's happening again! And you're not necessarily going to get the same thing as last time, so don't think that you can spend the willpower to be like, I'm going to get all my glamour back.
refill.
This is super
my
useful.
pool.
No, I'm thinking I need to reverie in the near future.
Aragorn, that's not far from the truth. But the person who's actually next to Brahm when he wakes up, who is you're alongside. You're basically there's like a casualty section, which is actually not in the dungeon, but it's in the antechamber before the dungeon and the workshop and the balefire. That's where they're being kept currently. The person who's there, actually, Brom, when you wake up, you see a girl, maybe early 20s. She's wearing torn fishnet stockings with shorts over them, and has a leather jacket, and across the back it's just written tits.
Wow. Okay.
She has a few piercings in her nose and her ears, and her hair has been cut into a faux hawk. She's sitting in a chair with her arms crossed, and then yes, with a Z, absolutely. And she looks at you with arched eyebrows. You are surrounded, by the way, by a bunch of unconscious people.
So, and I'm in what I can only assume is like a relatively kind of dark underground room.
And you smell like the
kinda-
sewers.
All right, hang on.
It's,
Don't tell me what I smell like.
you wake up and you're definitely on like a cot.
Okay.
You're not like waking up on concrete. And the room here, it's heated and it is lit.
Mhm.
It's not very brightly lit right now, but it is lit.
No windows though.
No windows.
No, there are no windows.
Oh my
He
goodness.
wouldn't remember. So Aragorn, he wouldn't remember the state of being unenchanted, but he would remember when he was unenchanted. But he wouldn't be like, yeah, it was weird. Like I woke up and I didn't remember anything. Like it wouldn't be like one of those like this keeps happening to me, because that's covered by the mists as well.
Weird question for you, John. I was unenchanted.
As opposed to a chimerical question. This will cost you one glance.
This son of a bitch. I was unenchanted in a dream I had, right? Like I was being dreamt as unenchanted. I wouldn't remember that though, because that was part of my chimerical reality, right?
Oh
You
my
may
God.
remember,
Right?
No, but Aragorn is correct.
You know what I mean?
You might assume that
Perception
you're in an
levels.
asylum.
Okay. Like that other. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
My goodness. Excuse me. What's happened? Where am I? Did something happen to? Have you seen my family? My wife, my sons. They might.
I don't see no wedding ring.
Look at my hand. Nope. I like think about it for a second. Well, how did I get here? Something must have happened.
It's the sort of thing that happens to you normally, huh? You just wake up, then you figure something must have happened.
Well, no, but I don't know where I am. I don't know who you are. And there's people here that...
How's your head?
No complaints.
She pulls out a cell phone and she starts thumbing a text message that's going to go to both of you.
I'm going to try to get up and walk out.
It just says Big Blue. Walk out where? There's no doors.
Is there an elevator?
There's
Ooh.
an it's like an
point.
old scale elevator, but its controls are chimerical.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, so I take this in. Can
It's
I...
a national disaster. Natural.
Oh, thank God. Phew.
And looks like I'm the one down here making sure that you're all okay.
Can you pinch me?
You think you're dreaming. I can tell you for absolute certainty you're not.
I look around again.
A door at the end of the floor opens.
My name's Dana.
Well, thank you for being here with me, Dana.
What's your name?
Is Bram.
Bram?
Bram. Bram.
As in
Sharon, Lois, and.
Excellent.
Thank you, John. Not a dude. Okay.
Bram is you.
Funny story. One of the LARPs that I ran, one of the NPCs that I played, whose name was Bran.
Mm-hmm.
He was a raven, Puka.
Two Brom theory goes deeper. I see.
So now you're headed down?
If I'm by the balefire.
Oh, you just have to come out of the
Yeah.
room. Right.
Yeah.
I'm heading
Wait.
down as well.
So you have to cross through the exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
You see that Claude is still, like, it seems that all he's doing right now is just cooking, preparing, like, drinks. That's all he's doing. He's going back and forth from the kitchen, just always pulling something that's been taken and then coming back, making sure that the coffee like urn is completely full. Further on as you move through, there's one knocker who is not in an exoskeletal suit, but standing next to one who's on the phone speaking in kind of hushed tones. He looks very, very pissed off. But in between, he keeps putting it down, and there's a kid in front of him, the same kid that you brought in. And every so often, he just pulls another gizmo out of his vest and hands it to the kid, who's just like, what the? And starts looking at it as if to just distract him, and then comes back on, and he still is having that really nasty whispered conversation. Comes down, pays attention to the kid for like 20 seconds, comes back. There's a few people who are just treating minor bumps and scrapes. And Saley keeps wandering through, and everyone kind of shrinks back away from her when she passes by. It seems like she's probably done some treatment already.
Fair enough.
But there's definitely an air of people pulling together.
Where are the royals? Are any of them in sight?
They're not in the exhaust.
Okay. Where did we put them?
I believe that they were put in your apartment.
Oh, all right.
During the combat, they had, I think, went downstairs, but then that was breached, and like,
Yes.
who knows beyond that? Yeah,
Yeah, sure. They
So,
can
yeah.
be there.
you're just sleeping with all of them, like what?
5
No, we're
queens
all
in a
cuddling
bed.
in the bed.
Queen size
Well,
bed.
now we
Never
really have to
specified
find out
how
which
many
one of you
queens.
earns Concordia.
Queen of Hearts,
Go.
Queen of Diamonds. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm heading on downstairs.
Okay. So you can both arrive at essentially the same time.
Oh, good morning, evening, maybe.
All hours of the night.
Barely
Oh.
morning.
Well, when did this happen?
Yesterday afternoon. So it's good to see you up. The others
you.
seem to still be recovering. You few were the hardest hit.
I'm going to ask. Please tell me straight. How many?
I can't tell you straight. I'm not straight. Can't tell you.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Do you mean how many injured?
Injured, dead, missing. Yes.
To the best of our knowledge, there weren't any casualties.
Oh,
Well, it's a couple of people's pride, maybe.
I thought you said this was a natural disaster.
You few were the hardest hit. That's why we have you here under supervision.
We were very lucky.
Look at the like 8, like, well, I don't know how many people, but like just like kind of generally dirty and bruised people. I'm like, oh, it's pretty
Tell
good.
us, by the way, is in the dungeon.
Excellent.
Still in
Okay.
this particular area, but
So-
he does have a guard on him.
Cool.
The guard is called.
But in the interest of making sure that there isn't too much of a panic around it, the guard who is looking after him is Skane.
Okay.
And Skane has been instructed, don't tell him anyone he's here.
Yep. Let's keep this quiet.
Just sit there.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm feeling all right, so I'd like to go now, please.
Yeah, what part of an centralized cyclone don't you understand? It's
There's
not safe to
been
go outside of the mall.
severe damage to the building. We're in a part that is structurally sound, but the other parts that are not. The streets around it are still covered in broken glass. It's the roads aren't really in a state. If you need to call your family, absolutely. Do you have a phone on you?
My phone is broken. I landed on it on the street yesterday or whenever. So I take it out and it just kind of like, it's like all crushed and shit. I mean, smashed, I should say. No.
I'm sure we can get you a phone to use.
Please. If it truly is centralized, though, I imagine that everything is all right.
Remember what happened in NDG Park?
The microburst.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
More and more by the years.
Global warming's a bitch.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
One of the things that's kind of interesting, just as you're looking around, ceilings are very high here, but this doesn't feel like a bomb shelter. Whatever.
What? Maybe I hit my head or something. What part of town am I in?
Westmount. You're in the basements of Westmount Square.
Westmount Square. I used to have a doctor here, but it was many years ago.
You used to work here.
Think. I did. Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder why I came back. Maybe just
Look,
to take
does anybody
shelter.
want to smack his bitch up? Because, I mean, like, we can keep toying with this, but honestly, I think we could use him at full strength.
How do?
Did you just say howdy?
How? Yeah.
You're asking me this, or are you asking Incisor this?
Out of game.
All right. You're gonna need to give him some glamour that he has to accept. So if it's like a bit of food, he has to eat it. If it's drink, he has to drink it. If it's an object, he has to accept it as his own, not just holding on to it.
Okay.
So like if I'm like, hey, hold this for a second, that's not enough.
Okay.
But if I'm like, hey, here's a phone. It's yours. This is your phone. And you're like, yes, it is my phone. Then,
Oh, cool.
then that would work.
Great.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
I could eat. Yes. I'd rather someone else bring it to me if you don't mind. Like I'm eyeing Incisor. Or Dana, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I could get you something to eat. You're going to have to stay here then.
I'm gonna go look at Kyoko and Seven and anyone else that's in this section.
It is important to point out, by the way, that when she is talking, normally when Incisor speaks specifically to you, there's a certain amount of, like, she's brash and obviously doesn't necessarily speak well, but she lends a certain amount of, like, deference. Like, there's tiny little, like, indications of rank. She's not showing that here.
Okay.
And she heads to the elevator and pumps it up. You're having a look at the other people?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I'm just trying to assure him that, we're not just sitting here grilling him and that we also care about the other people that are on the cots.
All right. Could I have you roll? Perception kenning, why not?
Aw.
You are really close to a balefire, so the difficulty is going to be 9.
Harder, not easier.
Yeah.
Non-success. No success.
It's harder because that's sort of like trying to listen for a sound when there's a roaring outside. So in this particular case, trying to figure out, like, pinpointing a small particular bit of glamour would be difficult because there's a massive source of glamour right close.
I'm trying to just I'm literally making a show for him of checking the other people.
So
to
you don't
see.
like when I say that you have an opportunity to roll perception?
No, that's
Getting to
fair.
find
Sorry,
something out?
I thought maybe there was a miscommunication over
No,
my intent.
You're paying attention to 7
Kyoko.
and the other casualties. So I gave you an opportunity to roll. You've had
Cool.
it.
Fair.
Okay.
Totally. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't miscommunicating.
I appreciate Dana is here volunteering. I just, her tone put me off a little bit. You see, I don't really know why I would be here.
On first impression, well, she takes some getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
But her heart's in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take your word for it.
Do you live nearby?
Rom, you're, just for what it's worth,
Mhm.
you're here and there's your cot and there's 5 cots with people in them and then an empty cot.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Beaconsfield.
Oh, not nearby at all.
Exactly. I don't know, maybe the stress of the situation or something.
The elevator descends and Incisor is carrying a burrito. So it's still steaming a little bit.
Nice.
And she's got it on a plate, and next to the burrito there's just this mound of rice and a juice box.
Adorable.
She walks over, she puts the tray down onto the part of the cot that you're not sitting on, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a vegetarian or anything like that.
No.
Then this should be okay for you.
I appreciate you asking, though. Anyway.
Not everybody has the same kind of diet.
No, I know. I'm really put off by this woman. It's just not happening, so I kind of try to shift away, maybe subtly.
Do I need to pick up the burrito and put glamour into it if I'm going to pass it to him? Oh, great.
All right, is everyone else here going to be all right?
Yes, they just need a little more time.
No
I
one's in
think.
critical condition,
You got
thankfully.
a doctor upstairs.
Yeah, she was dealing with the less wounded, just the bumps and scrapes upstairs.
Oh. So I'm more wounded?
You were unconscious for 12 hours.
I was.
Here, you must be hungry.
Yes. I reach for the rice and then I stop to check myself. Am I injured at all?
So you're attempting to check yourself before you wreck yourself?
Yes.
I don't think you're injured. I don't know.
Nope.
Are you?
No, I look
you have
great.
No real injuries.
I look fucking great.
Except for that one shank.
What shank?
That was a chimerical.
Chimerical
Oh, you're
shank.
right.
It was like
What
an
shank?
ice
You
have no
dagger that
shank.
melted away.
I'll eat.
So
I'll
wait
pick
a
up
minute.
some rice
Does that
with my
mean
fingers.
that when
and-
he's re-enchanted, all those wounds are going to come
Rice.
back? No.
Tastes like rice.
No, I
Cool.
think the
It's like
dying
rice.
kind of.
I'll take a big
Recess.
bite of the burrito as well, and then put it down and put it on my side table. And,
Burrito.
whatever.
Burrito has some ground beef in it, sour cream,
Mmm.
some guac,
Mmm. This is very good.
peppers, onions.
Thank you. This is. I'm really happy there are places that are coming together in the face of this event.
Humanity is pretty impressive. I find they usually do come together
Humanity.
in the face of disaster.
You think there's something funny about that?
I think there's better than humanity out there.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to be talking about extraterrestrials.
Keep eating.
Eat up.
It's good to know that he's still kind of like this, you know? It's not us who make him this way.
Was I like that before? Ow.
We are the way we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some more. And
There's a Kesha song about that, right? We are who we are.
There are many songs like that.
John, can I?
Yeah.
Can I see, what? Can I roll to see what the injuries on the other people in this room are? The people in the bed.
Give me
Just
a
eat your
perception medicine.
fucking burrito, man.
No.
He's got to do his best to be who he would be.
If it's a botch, I will laugh forever.
4 successes.
No, he rolled really well.
They just look like they're asleep. There's no overt injury on any of them except for the occasional like contusion or scrape.
Mm.
He's missing an arm.
No, the missing.
No,
one
he's not
isn't
there. He's not there.
Mm.
It's also it's not fresh. It's probably fine. Thank you for the food. I'm feeling a bit better. I think I'm going to go now.
Make sure you check in with our doctor here. I'll bring you upstairs to make sure you check in with her before you go. Make sure you're cleared for concussions. There was an extreme change in pressure, which is what knocked out some of the...
What's the matter? You don't like apple juice?
Oh. I mean, not...
Is it that you have trouble sticking the straw in the little box?
No, that's not a problem.
I used to hate putting those fucking straws in the box.
Sometimes they'd bend and not pierce it. Yeah.
And then like it snaps, so like when you're sipping on it, like air's coming in through it too. So like...
Yeah, or it just doesn't work and you
so
end
you
up like
burp
stabbing it with
fuck,
your finger.
And in the meantime, everyone's like, that's not very ladylike. And you're like I give a shit. I'm 7.
Right. It's just more that I packed orange juices for my sons for a few years. That's all. Nothing
We don't
against
have
it.
orange juice. We've got apple juice.
Okay, I didn't...
And we can't trust the water right now. So
I like mouth, but like probably way too loud. Okay. I will have some apple juice.
all right. So
But I like I
Drink
fucking
up,
I
son.
punch a hole in the side and I shotgun it. Like I'm kidding. Sorry.
just
good.
rip off the top.
Most badass thing I've ever seen.
This is gargle it. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Yep. I'll drink it.
So as you shoot the apple juice,
Tetra Pak.
Be great.
that warm rush from the pit of your stomach radiating outwards into everything, and you can feel your skin just encased
Oh, that's not a good feeling.
in granite.
Oh no.
The horns, which the thing is that it's not like they're growing out of you. It's just it's how you've always been, how you actually are. And then you are made whole. Could I have you roll a perception alertness roll at a difficulty of 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Hang on. I can't count. Yeah, we're good.
Wow, Brom.
So I roll 5
Welcome
10s.
back.
That's 5
Yeah.
successes.
Shit.
Wow.
What?
That is a filthy.
That's a filthy roll.
Hidden weapons? No, I'm kidding. Okay, yeah. 5 successes.
Hidden weapons. Yeah, that's totally what.
Sizer's about to shank
Incisor
you.
has a gun.
That's actually a gun in her pants.
Oh shit.
And she's
No,
very
fine,
happy
fine.
to see you back.
Oh, that's not what it is.
Oh, please.
So
Mm.
the empty cot, the one that not yours and the others are, the empty cot is now occupied. That cot is where Kyoko is sleeping.
Do I recognize her?
You recognize her as Kyoko, yes.
Awesome. That's good. I immediately run to her side. Is she breathing? Like, is she
Breathing-
stable?
Breathing gently.
So I like sit cross-legged next to her on the ground and just like hold her hand.
Okay, it's limp, but it's there.
I'm gonna sit here for a while, but look up at the others as well.
It's good to have you back, Brom.
She doesn't have like rabbit ears or anything like that.
Wait, why can I only see her now though? Oh, that's weird. Oh my god.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
no, I was
I
thinking
wasn't
about it.
sure.
I was like,
Yeah.
do I say that out? No, I don't. So I'll take that in, John. You're right. I didn't kind of realize. Oh my god. What happened? What happened to her? What happened to us all?
How much does Brom remember?
You would remember. Actually,
Uh,
you
the
are
mists.
still under the effect of the mists. It is difficult for you to recall some things. You're a bit hazy because your banality is over your glamour.
Sure is. Yep.
But like, you're close to a balefire, so
Okay.
it's a little. It's okay, but like, leave then.
Okay. So I remember that there was a battle.
You remember there was a battle. You remember that you got up onto a tank.
Fuck yeah.
That's like where your recall ends. You remember that you were in Terranara and that you got blown out of the fuck over here.
Oh God. Did we win?
In a manner of speaking, Duchess Eloise fled. Sorry. Eloise, she's no Duchess anymore.
You technically don't have the power to do.
I technically can do whatever I want.
Oh!
I'm regent.
The only power you technically have is the power to appoint.
I think
just
it's-
want to make that clear.
That's fine.
to
I'm,
the
I'm
chat,
not.
you.
Yeah.
I'm not officially stripping anyone of the power. It's more of a metaphorical.
Why not?
I hate her, so I will not call her Duchess.
Yay!
That is completely fair.
That is what I'm doing.
Pull rank away from her.
All right. Well, she fled. We know to where.
Probably.
That would be awfully predictable, but she's running out of allies.
It is her fortress.
Mm-hmm.
It is where she will go.
Yeah.
Unless she has allies that we don't know about.
The
At
vampires.
least Terranar officially has shown up. Terranar. At least the Grand Bastion has officially shown up and declared themselves not in alliance with the rebellion.
That is good.
So,
But at least some among their ranks
did. Yeah.
and possibly still do.
Yeah.
We'll have to trust them to suss those people out.
Keep talking.
We
Yeah.
can't interfere anymore
Okay.
in their business. We have to trust that they'll do the right thing and are on our side. But Duchess Eloise has crossed us one too many times.
It would appear that she was maybe not in league with King Melge, but was simply using the chaos to strike, perhaps.
I don't know what she had been doing to Alnek. Doesn't paint a very rosy picture of her.
But I don't understand
Neither
what
do
she
we.
has to gain by doing this. A commoner rebellion, a stripping of the monarchy would also strip her of title,
Exactly.
unless she was to declare herself some sort of ruler. I suppose she is. Incisor, what happened to Kyoko? Why is she like this?
I wasn't there when she was killed. I thought you were.
There was the trial. You were.
You remember the duel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a bad time.
The knocker curse.
Where is that woman?
Oh, we have
The
her.
officials
She's probably in the
from
dungeon too, right?
The Grand Bastion took her.
Oh, right.
They didn't seem interested in asking. And frankly, I don't think we had any better plans.
I wanted her out of my sight.
She is one of their own.
Yep.
I understand that that is how they choose to conduct their business. And I suppose I cannot fault her for wanting to strike us.
We can see Kyoko.
Yes, and you always could.
Okay.
Is she going to be all right?
I imagine she'll wake up like you did.
Now, here's the thing.
Hit me up.
She died a couple of hours before you did.
Right. So,
So either her banality is high
yeah. Or,
or there's something else going on.
right.
Is there a roll I could make to check?
Can I ask the same question?
Sure, you can roll perception canning at a difficulty of, what did I make yours?
9.
9? Yeah, you can make it 9.
Are my health levels recovered? My
Yeah,
chimerical health
you
levels?
have no,
Because
you have no chimerical injury. Once you've died, it's gone.
So I just have to die to recover my health
2
levels.
successes?
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
That's
No
3
problem,
9s
no.
and a 1.
Difficulty 9, okay. Kyoko doesn't have a mortal counterpart. What you're seeing is chimerical only.
Okay, so that would mean she is what we're looking at is a chimera, essentially.
What?
Intelligence gray mare?
I'm unaware.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Same difficulty?
No. This difficulty for you will be 7.
Oh, God. Sorry. Doesn't sound good.
Okay, you've been around enough of Hatch's smoke and mirrors to understand that that's what this is.
It's a goddamn facsimile of Kyoko. The
Why-
Can you
real-
say that out loud?
In those words?
This is a facsimile of Kyoko.
What?
This isn't Kyoko.
I recovered this body from the sewers.
So, upon very close examination of this, she is breathing very regularly.
Too regularly.
Can I try to wake her up?
Okay, just shaking her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how could we be so stupid? How could we not have
I am
noticed?
so fucking furious.
Well, if this is the case, then
I'm calling the steward of the Quebec City.
The steward or the chatelaine?
Chatelaine, thank you.
the Chateau Frontenac. Hello.
I have her number.
I'm calling elevator slug. Hello? Problem. Does he have the world's tiniest cell phone?
Oh,
Please.
oh my God.
Oh my god.
Yes. What?
Hello. How jolly. All right, sorry.
How
Serious
awful.
serious things.
There's no answer yet, but you are given the opportunity to leave a message.
We're coming for your free home.
Oh, shit.
It would be prudent to return my call. This is Patches. You have my number. Quick.
That's a threat if I've ever heard one. I love it.
I mean, wait.
No,
I
it's
have no
good.
charisma,
That's
and
fair.
I guess I have intelligence. If I took a moment to think about it.
No, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're not trying to be charismatic in this
Yeah.
particular moment. I think that's fair that you might be a little,
Terse.
pissed. Ramsey comes out of the Balefire room. She's dressed in the same clothing that you saw her in yesterday. She looks a little more composed at this point, and her eyes aren't glowing anymore.
Ramsey, Kyoko is missing. We need to find her.
We have someone for that. The Countess is on her way. She can help.
When will she be here?
Minutes.
We can't afford to waste any time. And we need to speak to Allneck as well. He may have some insight.
Do you know of any way to dispel an effigy?
Well, I got Caliburn right here.
Oh,
Nice.
sorry.
No.
Fucking crazy.
Your easiest bet would be to just chimerically damage it.
I'm gonna. I have a chimerical weapon. That isn't my rifle. I don't really want to shoot her body.
It does seem a little much, hey?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's right when
Kill it.
Seven wakes up and he's like, "What's going?"
Oh my god.
This just dissolves.
It's when the four queens walk in, they're like, so, how...
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'll see her down here, or would you rather meet her somewhere else?
I look around at the room of unconscious people. Wait, has she met Kyoko?
Are you in your armor again, by the way?
No, I've changed. I'm in my day
Why
dress,
altogether?
my day
Oh.
gown, my 2 a.m.
So you're
gown.
not wandering around in like combat gear.
No,
Okay.
I mean probably should with the rate this place is being attacked. But you know, has she ever met Kyoko? Where?
No.
Sorry, I just hit the mic, guys.
No.
No, okay.
She only
So
met
she
us
should
in-
meet. She should meet us down here, so she knows what she looks like.
Except
riddled with bullet holes.
Lady Sophia, where are... And I like look at the other people in the room as well. Where are the weapons? The important ones. Did we recover them? Patches.
Oh, I put them in the umbrella stand upstairs. Isn't
Patches,
that
do you know
a
where they
good
are?
Place for them?
Where did you actually put them?
Oh, I probably
around
actually did bring them with me because I mean,
so you've got Brahm's coat on. It's just like
Yeah.
dragging along.
Yeah.
the
Or
back,
Literally like
carrying
8
it.
Like a
fucking feet tall.
train.
Yeah.
I'm casually dragging them along. They're right here.
Thank you for
It's for
recovering
sale.
these. Did we manage to recover everything that was lost to us?
Obviously not everything, but most things. I have map on my shoulder too.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so no need for that question then.
Matt, by the way, has been asleep.
What?
She's just very tired. It's not like she won't wake up, but like she's in
Oh my
no
God.
mood to deal with anything. She's crawled into like a little crook on your shoulder, and that's where she sits.
Cool.
The moment we locate her, we go after her. Yes?
The elevator.
Obviously.
Obviously.
The elevator activates again,
Here, bro.
and a
Thank you. I feel whole once more. You give me back Halberd?
If it's in the pockets, sure.
You were wielding it before.
Yeah, but
Okay, cool.
I don't really care. Like,
I'm taking back Whisper and Caliburn. I'm putting them in my coat. I'm wearing it. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Draw them in your inventory. Put them in your inventory. That's one Cataburn.
don't throw them away, you know?
Or if I have to choose between that and the life of my friends. Asshole. Sophia's like,
This is my rifle.
sorry, I'm back.
so the elevator rumbles to life
my
again, and then can I
What the fuck?
say something?
Trying
No.
to be subtle. Clunk.
Taking the time. No,
Jesus.
motherfucker.
The elevator rumbles to life again. And a she you've only met in passing comes back down. Where there's no indication of how she's arrived. There's no indication that like she's not like carrying luggage or anything like that. Although her clothing, I don't know, what is she wearing at the moment?
She is definitely wearing something that is sort of scarfy and flowy, but it also looks like maybe she just was sort of preparing somewhere to go and have brunch, but actually hasn't fully gotten dressed. So it's just sort of like a silky sort of bathrobe and silk pajamas, but she's wearing like army boots as well.
Best fashion sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We should probably turn her down a bit so she doesn't
least not
catch in
her
our mics.
All right. Go for it. Say something else.
Something else. Hello, everybody.
Much
Uh-oh.
better, I think.
Hi.
Did you know I was coming?
Oh, we knew you would be here eventually, but we weren't sure exactly when. It's good to
no-
see you.
Well, it's good to see you as well. I actually left some presents upstairs for everybody, but I wasn't sure what was going to be happening down here, if it was going to be dirty and bloody and gross. So I didn't bring the presents down, so they didn't get dirty and bloody and gross. What's going on?
With all due respect, Countess, it's a bit of a dire situation.
It looks like it.
Our friend, the Lady Kyoko here, This is not her. She's been taken.
This is just an effigy.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah.
Hardly.
Infuriating.
I need to ask you to find her, please.
Oh. I can help with that. Let's just take a look at this little dummy really quickly here. And she's gonna walk up and just start sort of like looking over Kyoko, like lifting her hands and dropping them and rolling her over and looking for different marks and everything. This actually doesn't do anything whatsoever. It would be more useful to have an object of her belonging, but does this help?
Oh, we
I'm
have
doing this?
some of those of hers upstairs for sure.
Wonderful. That's perfect. Let's just get rid of this, why don't we? I would like to use Illuminate to basically create a bright flash of light using a big ring pop that I am wearing that blinds everybody and then creates this illusion and takes
It's
off
like
anybody's
Q.
masks or anything.
So,
In the
Brom, I
area.
want you to roll me willpower.
Yeah, that's fair. How much fucking willpower do I have now, man?
Not
Probably
mine.
a lot.
Yeah.
Liz. Div 6?
Yeah.
Lots of successes.
All right,
4
so then
successes.
you're fine. There isn't any kind of lingering like, you just killed her!
Oh
Ah!
my god, you killed her! Yeah.
I gotta go freeze this
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
So we will proceed upstairs.
Yes, follow me,
Go.
please.
Right and tight.
Incisor, you can stay here with these others. Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said-
sure.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I'll fart in your food later.
Oh, God.
What do you take me for, you slave?
Hey,
Yeah.
there it is. Sorry.
We
Sorry.
really need to go shopping again in Sizer.
Yeah.
So this is the
What,
city for
you
it,
don't
I
like what
suppose.
I'm wearing now?
No, I love what you're wearing. I need to get more of it. I accidentally sold some of it in Prague because I kind of ended up homeless for a while. I was just experimenting with what it would be like to not be magical, but it's really difficult for me to be not magical. So, anyway. Don't give me that look. I got you a present too.
Oh.
I'd better stay here to make sure that if anybody else wakes up, they're ready.
Text away. Just don't give me excellent music as your text message. Stuck in my head. Kyoko would understand.
All right, everyone, follow me. Up we go. No time to lose.
Oh, I
Countess.
love how you're taking charge.
Thank you. I
Yes,
seem to have
queen.
become a almost sort of queen in the last couple of days. Haha.
Not the queen. The
Her
power
high
behind
regency.
The queen.
Right.
There's a difference between a queen and a queen maker.
Could I
After all.
have? Could I have,
I have a
everybody roll me
queen's power right now.
perception and empathy at a difficulty of 5.
Does this have to do with desires or insightfulness?
Neither.
One success.
No.
Yeah. B for botch? B for botch, Alex. Thank you. I
Big
cannot.
Dice,
botch.
man.
It's.
Well, you rolled
Oh, nothing.
5 zeros at first.
Oh, yeah, I used them all up.
Okay, sorry, how many successes?
4.
Okay.
What a motley.
Patches.
Mhm.
I
You
love these
notice that as everybody's turning to like go back upstairs, Ramsia, the fox puka, slips her hand into Ware's for a second and squeezes it. You notice this and understand that it's a gesture of solidarity and friendship. They're lovers, Scott.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like, it's very clear that
Like,
they're meant for each other.
Ramsey was looking for her soulmate, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they found each. Okay,
Oh
cool.
my god.
That's great.
No.
That's really sweet.
Oh, Brom. Oh.
As we get into the elevator,
Bless your-
I'll just be like,
Not so wee
I'm
heart.
so happy for you. And thank you all. Thank you for bringing us all gifts. That's very sweet.
Quickly he forgets
Aw.
about Kyoko. He's like flopping all over.
No, we're gonna fucking go get her.
I am happy for me too. Also happy for all of you. You've been doing so very well, all things considered.
I'm not sure if I'd go that far.
Well, it could have been much worse, don't you think?
Yes, that is certainly true.
So, all things considered, you're doing very well. Not the best. Look, I brought hats. And when the elevator opens up again, she like goes out and picks up like hat boxes.
That's very kind of you.
This one's for you. Look, it's all military and everything, very kind of like close fitting.
Nice.
Brom, this is a fedora for you because it's awkward, let's be honest here. And Sophia, here's a little tiara because you're just a little princess.
Oh, thank you. Where?
Yes.
I appreciate the
Wow.
gesture, but is this a joke?
Well, it's a little bit funny.
You don't appreciate that a guest has brought gifts for her hosts?
No, I
Well,
certainly
where's
do.
your hospitality, Brom? My goodness.
Brom, could you just really quickly run and fetch something of Kyoko's and bring it back to us?
Yes, and lest we forget that she's still probably out there. She's still probably being
Yes,
tortured
This is
by
go
what
get
I
it.
am saying. Thank you.
I fucking leave.
It has
We're
been
going to be politely
a
efficient
day
here.
where we have lost a king alongside
Yes.
a rabbit.
Yes.
What are you gonna go get?
I mean, I don't know what Weyer is going to do with it, but I'm going to assume it might become altered or destroyed. I don't know. So not anything like super valuable and not anything super personal. One
You
of
can
her
always get more butt
Something
plugs. It's
super
Oh
sexual.
my god. One of her t-shirts.
Okay.
One of her graphic tees. I know she has.
Yep.
Name a video game.
Excellent. F-Zero.
Okay, so
That's a thing.
Brom comes in and he's got a T-shirt that was clearly made
Tying it all
for
back together to
somebody
Big Blue.
You bet.
who's more Brom sized than Kyoko sized. And it's got a guy wearing a purple suit and he's got his fist, and then underneath it's just written "Pounce."
What a guy.
So yeah, you're holding that.
Oh,
It's-
lovely.
So I hope this will do. I believe she was wearing it not too long ago. Do you need something more recent or personal?
No, this will do. And she'll reach out for it.
I give it over, but I'm kind of tentative.
It's all
Brom,
right.
just
it's-
because I teased you doesn't mean you can't trust me.
I
You've been
suppose.
through a lot, and I think it's very good to distract you in this moment.
All right.
Let's get a map.
Thank you.
A large map. A North American map.
Does anyone have one of those?
In the office?
The office is currently occupied by like
Truth.
survivors, but no. Why would they have a large map of North America?
Can I roll for it? No.
Claude,
What?
do you have a large map of North America?
Hi, dear.
I. No.
That's pretty funny.
No.
This is freaking out. Okay.
There is an atlas. It's not like a poster, but it's like a book. It's got maps in
Oh.
it.
Perfect. Let's go get that.
I mean, it would probably be best if Patches was the one to go get it.
Yep.
Quickly, Patches. Thank you.
So when you go into Zister's office, you see that there are just like knocker all the members of the. Sure.
They're all sitting in this office. Everyone.
It's
in
the
this
knocker. This seems to be where the knockers who had approached in the exoskeletons are currently staying, including Fuse, who looks up as you walk in.
Sorry for the interruption. I just need an atlas to find our friend who.
It's your place. We're not gonna fuck with your place.
Open like a filing cabinet.
Is Zister okay?
When's the last time I spoke to Sister?
He was asleep
Good.
next to you.
Oh, right. Derp.
Oh my.
Resting.
Tell you the truth, I'm kind of surprised that the old fucker got into one of these things.
He has a lot of energy when it comes to important moments.
Look, if he might be old, but if he's got the passion and the gumption to slip inside, then, like, who am I to judge? These things take a little bit of effort, It's.
Don't tempt me. I've got other priorities. Have I found the atlas yet?
Yes.
Got it.
I'm really freaking glad that the whole Grand Best Inn isn't against us.
No. The Grand Best Inn is not against you.
It's not what they
Two
said when they
fucking
showed up.
morons are against you.
All right.
Look, I know you haven't been around that long, but you gotta understand that we're here for you. Okay?
Thank you.
You should come by sometime.
I will. That's much appreciated. I just really need to get this. Seriously, it's urgent.
Do we have to?
That sounds like best chain beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Come by sometime.
Children.
Okay.
I bring the atlas.
So the atlas it's like a large size book. No, bigger than that.
Oh, yeah, those slightly larger ones, yeah.
Yeah. And when you unfold it, there's maps, and one of them includes just North America in general.
All right, this should do. This should do. And then she is going to reach forward and grab onto just basically a handful of pages from the atlas in both hands, and just sort of like tear outwards to rip them out of the book, and then lay them back down for her bunk.
So the atlases are fucking destroyed at this
Yeah.
point.
Great.
You know how expensive atlases are?
Pretty expensive.
And
The
then,
librarian part of me is just like,
and then she is going to use her soothsay, and I would like to put in both Fae or what I would need to do to find somebody that I'm going to presume is not enchanted, actually. And then also
it's still
prop.
fair.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, Fae, any changeling, whether they're enchanted or not, counts as Fae.
Cool.
Just for all of you
Good to know.
That is good to know.
And then props, so that way the little orb of light, rather than going off traveling, basically travels through the book and lands on the spot in the map. So that way we've got that instead.
Okay. So what's interesting is that depending on the pages that you tear out, you can tear out more, because that orb will show kind of where it is, but then you can go to other pages in the atlas to see a more precise location as it keeps going forward.
Yes. Yep. Exactly that. Okay. And then because it's based on prop, I have to use props dice pool for my soothsaying because it's the lowest of the two. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So as she's filling this out, Brahm, now that you have 3 swords in your possession,
True. Yep.
what are you doing with them?
Holding on to all of them? No.
Right.
No, I'm gonna.
Do you put one in your teeth?
That'd be awesome. No? Okay.
3-sword style.
Azara.
I will not leave the scene that we're in right now, but I'm going to be putting my original treasure sword, Frostbite, away. I'm going to hold on to Whisper and Caliburn for now, mostly because Caliburn doesn't belong to me, so I want to return it at some point, but then I don't want to be swordless. You know.
I don't want to be swordless.
That's fair. The Brahm adds to the story.
So,
Yeah.
The glowing lands directly on Quebec City.
Okay, I'm gonna flip through the pages or move aside the pages that I may have torn out to narrow it in on Quebec City.
She is currently being where you see her is currently not the Chateau Frontenac, but actually on its grounds. So not in the castle itself, but in the sort of area next to it is where she is at the moment.
Is it any...
Sorry, Fala is there. She's still... Oh, yeah, Fala's there.
Is it near the
Yep.
entrance to the
Okay,
vampire lair?
Is there what? Sorry?
Is it near the entrance to the vampire lair?
Because that was just like a street corner, right? Like,
But that was... We could see it from the castle grounds.
yes,
so
it
I
was.
wanna-
It was. Yeah, it was close for
Cool.
No,
All right.
not currently.
Sounds good.
And then before it fades, does the little light pinprick for Kyoko seem stable or like it's moving at all?
It's in one place. She is not currently moving.
Okay. I'm going to lay my finger definitively on the page next to the pinprick. Voila.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I totally spaced on that. Fala is
Yep.
one of the casualties that
Yep.
I have access to.
That's okay. You gave us 7 cots worth of people, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Yeah.
And then some extras.
some others.
Room for error.
Right. Thank you for your help, Countess. It's as we feared, and now we have to move.
Yes. Yes.
Why don't we walk and talk? We'll be very political show. Let's go. So
If you walk
you're very
forward, it makes it
interested-
look like the story is progressing.
Yes. So you seem very interested in recovering Kyoko, which I think is very noble. Might I remind you, however, of exactly what Kyoko is and to what she belongs, and what the duty of that group has been up until more recently when things got a little bit mushy?
Member of the Red Branch.
Yes, and what is their duty? Brahm.
Well, to the crown.
Yes. And what state is the crown in currently? Sophia.
Non-existent currently.
Yes. Do you find that to be an issue?
Yes.
So let's consider everything that you might know about Kyoko and what she would find most important in this moment.
I think regardless of what happens to the monarchy in the next few minutes or hours, she would still want to be not killed.
Yes,
Not
I
being-
absolutely agree. I think that that is a very high priority. I'm just going to suggest that perhaps it is maybe second. When you consider that this world is made up of many, many thousands of Kyokos.
No, Countess. There is only one.
To you. And that's incredibly important and
Well,
incredibly
it's not my
valuable,
decision to make.
Brahm. But to you, there's only one Kyoko. And to others, there are many, many Kyokos. And so considering the safety of all of those many, many Kyokos that are out there, those many, many important lives. Let's consider our priority here.
Yeah, I'm not part of this decision-making process, so
But you
I'm
are.
gonna pack for our very soon departure.
But you are, Patches.
No, I'm
Because
not.
if I'm not misunderstanding, you three are joined together, bound together, and part of that bonding is with Kyoko. So you have an oath that is holding you here and making you important to this decision. Your opinion is going to be valued.
I'm not talking about Kyoko. I'm talking about the whole king, queen, royalty nonsense. It's not my problem. Sorry, Sophia. Sorry, that's become yours.
So am I, because up to this moment, I have not seen much that would put one person ahead of another in this.
Well, what have
did
you
not-
seen?
We didn't have much of a chance.
No. And I'm just expected to make this decision?
Yes.
I
were-
saw how they all comported themselves during the trial,
Mhm.
some to their benefit, some to their detriment. None of them fought, but that's to be expected. I don't know any of them.
Fairlith thought.
Fairlith was like, yes. Also landed on the street. It was her own fault. I mean, it wasn't her fault.
It was her own fault. Wow.
She was thrown onto the street. That wasn't her fault.
No,
but
no,
like
it
she was
shouldn't.
being attacked.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
wasn't really like
No.
defending the Spock. She was
No,
just trying
that's
to
fair.
get to safety. Just saying.
Lady Sophia, you were
Cool.
Jeeves, no.
All right.
Dwarf.
Fine. I will go upstairs to my apartments, and when I come out, there will be a new Queen of Concordia. How about that? Goodbye, everybody.
Lady Sophia, would you like any aid in this very important political matter? We can perhaps provide
follow.
counsel or guidance.
I'm following.
Walk, walk, walk,
You're
walk,
following?
walk, walk, walk.
Okay. So you are you're
Sorry, I
engaged
had
in a lot
terrible
of
hiccups.
you're engaged in a lot of like high-rise frying pans as you start walking away. Walk, walk, walk.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow.
You're being followed by Ware. Ramsey is following Ware.
Because they're in love, right? Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna...
OTP.
Oh, Brom, I need Caliburn.
Of course. I will bring it with me.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I am keeper of this treasure.
Excuse me?
I am
picked
keeper
it up
of
out
this
of the
treasure.
gutter in the street.
I know.
I'm gonna go check on this.
My failings are not the failings of this weapon. Sorry. I'm just gonna let you guys go.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
So
as we go up, I'm
You're
just, like,
checking on Zister.
talking about my failings versus the swords and all this bullshit.
So, what do you need to make your decision?
I need to know what each of them will do next. Seeing what they've seen in the last 48 hours. What they would do.
In the next day? In the next week?
Forever. But
You don't get to
yes,
see that.
starting today.
Nobody really gets to see forever.
Then let's start with today.
Well,
Clearly we can't go back to the way things were.
okay. Let's see what it is then that we can see. Though Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
I hate planning for the future. And this is going somewhere. Stick with me. I hate it. It's absolutely, it's almost my antithesis, because the moment is so important. The moment is what we are in. It is what we are experiencing with everyone else. And when we look back at the past, it's because we lived in the moments that we even have a past. What comes in the future is undecided in many ways, and so it's foolish to plan for it. But others do like to plan for the future. And because of that planning, certain things have been set in motion for quite a number of years. And you are seeing the fruit of that. What I'm going to tell you is you are not going to find all of your answers in a crystal ball or a mirror or a little ball of light. But what you should understand is that you are not a mistake. Everything that has put you into the place that you have been right now has been on purpose, and it has been the right move. And you haven't been allowed to see all of that because it would have changed who you are to know that you were supposed to be exactly here. So what I would like to do in telling you this is understand that you are exactly the person who is supposed to be making this choice, and be confident in that. It was a mistake that I called you a kingmaker before. It's always going to be you in this particular position, making this particular choice. And the people that you have gathered around you, they're part of the reason that it's you. Patches and Brahm helped make you the right person for this. So I will do what I can to show you what they're going to do in the next day or so, if that'll help you feel a little bit more confident. But you do need to trust yourself. And it's very scary to make big decisions.
Not me.
Countess, I appreciate the offer, but I don't want you to show me what they're going to do.
Good. That was going to take a lot of energy.
You know the future. You can read the future. But I know people.
Yes.
And if someone looks me in the eye, tells me the steps they're going to make, I have to trust my own judgment and know whether or not they're being truthful.
Good.
So I'm
And now
going
you
to look
know-
each of them in the eye and ask and see what they say.
And now you know why you were the one that we chose. Because you're not going to rely on magic.
Countess, who is this we, and how did you know?
Oh, well, magic.
Right.
We are a circle. We are the cavalry that rides in at the end of the day. You've heard stories.
Have I heard stories?
Of the
Intelligence
crystal
Greymare.
circle.
Yay!
Botch.
I honestly well, you know,
They're in love.
Burn Ramsey.
3 successes.
The Crystal Circle is a rumored society.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor.
Yeah. And give her the side eye. Mm-hmm.
She reaches up and sets her hand on his shoulder. Where the red branch has been overt, we have been
Covert.
covert.
You can swear that when Ware puts her hand on your shoulder, Ramsey is like super jealous.
I kind of like pull my arm away a little bit. I just keep my eyes on Ramsey. I'm like, oh, sorry. Like one of these, you know what I mean? Like, whoa. Well, then I can only hope, Countess, that I think that's how that works. I can only hope, Countess, that we will perhaps be allies then in the future, more
I
overtly.
agree. let's go ahead and do the best that we can to reform your little order. The first thing we will need is for someone around for them to answer to.
I agree. And hopefully,
Let's gather the hopefuls. Oh my gosh, can we have a swimsuit competition, do you think? I mean, I know that that's supposed to be incredibly sexist, but also I really like swimsuits.
Right. Well, that's an idea for a future deciding of a High Queen, but I think for today we'll just stick with what we know.
All right.
Sophia, you've always asked about beauty. You remember the place that we visited together.
Mm-hmm.
If you can remember that place, and if you still felt like you wanted to see it improve, to make a mark on it, then there can't possibly be anyone else better suited to do that for the entire nation.
Right.
Except for maybe Simon Cowell.
Oh, he's perfect.
I believe he's unavailable.
Patches.
Mm.
Good old Patches. So you head down.
Bing.
When you get there, Zister is sitting up in bed, and he's shirtless. He has bruises on his
Still
kind
my
of like.
heart.
He doesn't have a frail form, but he definitely has a gnarled form, right? Like he has that kind of strength that somebody needs when they just absolutely have to bash in something with a hammer.
Jesus.
But he's been at this for a long time.
Smash it with a
Liver spots and all of that, but he has a lot of bruises, specifically in the areas like halfway between joints. Places where he had to probably engineer a little more force than necessary to make an exoskeleton move.
Oof.
Good morning, so to speak.
Morning. What time is it?
2:30.
Christ.
Yeah. So we didn't actually have Kyoko. It was a fake. I am furious. You're all furious. Where has located her? She's in Quebec City. Not
Where's here?
Yep. Brought hats.
It's nothing against her. It gives me the willies to have countesses here.
Yeah, at least the high royalty stayed in Sophia's apartment. Which, by the way, I think Sophia's off to name the next queen.
I suppose that's something that she needs to do.
There you go. You're the freeholder of the place where the second royal of Concordia will be named.
Please do me the favor and make sure that the announcement isn't made from here.
Do my best. But suffice to say, we're on our way out as soon as that is done.
To go after who?
Get Kyoko at the very least. Kill Eloise if possible. Or at least stop her.
On the one hand, I should feel upset. Whatever Brom did dropped a massive bomb on top of the place that I hold dear. But I feel useful again. Like I'm making a difference.
Good.
What about the other members of the Grand Bestin?
They seem to be willing to help.
Fuse is a good person. Alright? Balmakua all the way. You can trust him.
Okay.
I'm not as familiar with the other Diane. I can tell you that the Grand Bestin is not interested in political power the way that it seems this played out. So I'm tempted to believe them. Listen. I don't know where we're going from here. I do know, though, that as much as I consider myself important, it looks like I'm being outclassed.
How so?
I used to think that my Clart smelled the nicest around here. But maybe it's supposed to be that I'm putting you first.
No, the nicest smelling one around here is definitely Sophia.
Be careful. Toy with the she too much, and it's like eating way too much dessert.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sister.
What? Why on earth would you be sorry?
Tell us.
Oh.
Oh.
I've asked so much of you already, but I need one more.
Ask as much as you need.
Well, that's a lie. I'm going to ask like 700 more.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That means you'll still be around.
If it comes down to it, I need you to make sure that I make the right decision when it comes to him. Make sure that I'm not blinded by either love or hate. He was so good to me.
I don't know whether there's anything that can be done. But we haven't given up. I just don't know whether we can focus our efforts on him at this moment.
Normally, I absolutely abhor Edison. The man was a slave driver, a thief. But he did know something about how failure is a way to build upon failure, as a way to build upon failure as a ladder towards success. If that's where we're at, maybe that's enough.
Keep on failing upward. Military training taught me that skill. I'll make sure that Gain knows. Gain seems to have taken the posting. It was much appreciated.
I'll keep things sorted out here.
We'll go get Kyoko back.
No one else knows how to program the security cameras around here.
How else are you gonna spy on everyone?
Gross. That's frickin' gross.
Okay, you took the implication. Not what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see her, the one who took her, be careful. But if a bullet finds its way into her cerebellum,
Oops.
Patches. Eloise's tombstone, actually. Oops. Patches.
I'd better make sure that everything's all right. And he swings himself out of bed.
Cloud's been cooking up a storm.
He does what he's good at.
Fuel yourself like any good machine. Then get to it. I can't
Worry
let you
about
not
me.
eat.
I'll be all right.
It's my job now. I'm gonna head to the dungeon to talk to Skane.
Yes.
Sister, the freeholder, has a complicated history with our prisoner, if you will.
He's awake.
I'll finish my message. Don't let Sister pull rank on any decision concerning Talus. It'll be up to the soon-to-be-named High Queen, I assume. Or he can sit here until someone else can decide.
As long as this is secure and as long as no one manages to make it to the accused, we'll be all right.
Thank you.
And they'll have to get through me.
Thank you.
Good hunting, Steward of the Spark.
We are indeed off to hunt. I glance out of the corner of my eye towards the cell.
You see a man. He's not wearing any shirt. Hairy chest. His arm ends in a stump. His dark eyes flash a little bit when he sees you. And then he scrambles to his feet, comes up, and then his hand locks around one of the bars. Help me. Help me get out of here. I don't belong in here.
You don't. I'm not actually looking at him. But for your own safety, we need to keep you here. I know that sounds crazy.
Not you too.
Oh, dear.
I just want to get home to my husband.
He knows you're well.
He knows I'm here?
He'll help you.
Can you send him a message for me?
I'll do my best.
Can you tell him I miss him?
Oh.
Tell him I love him?
He knows.
Tell him, would you? As long as I'm in here.
I'm gonna leave.
Tell him. Please. He's everything to me.
Oh, boy.
And then the door closes. Behind you. We'll get to you two in a second, but I need another one-up mushroom.
Yay. Ooh.
Sweep it under the rug, though.
No.
You can
for-
just be like, la la la. We're just gonna ignore it until like 12 sessions from now when we've.
No. That's fair, right? Like if we were to ignore it, I feel like he would still be unconscious or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but let's not, leave it too late. I guess just in case.
Well, no, it's not like he's gonna up and disappear and turn into a murderous monster again. I just mean,
Hopefully.
Couldn't.
Why can't Aragorn be bothered?
With I think, maybe empathizing with.
He
Callus?
had his chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm over him.
Good.
Hashtag over it.
Someone put a secret bomb in him, I wouldn't be rooting for it to get taken out.
Wow.
Call back.
Nice. But
Yeah.
also,
If only the Totes the Terrible Goats were on this end of the apartment rather than the absolute opposite.
oh, it's a bit far. Did I get you guys that creepy evil one back? Yeah. Okay. Not creepy, but
So
evil.
the two of you.
They did.
Yeah.
So you're headed back up to your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You've got one puka, one she, and one troll in your entourage.
Nice.
Is there anyone else you need in your entourage?
I mean, I didn't ask for any of them to come with me, so.
It's true. I insisted.
No, there's no one else I need in my entourage.
Wow. Just
It's
the
better
prettiest.
this way. You definitely don't want to head into a room full of leaders of a particular monarchy or large city and then discover them all to somehow end up dead before you leave, and then you have to secretly pretend that they're still alive or assume their position.
That sounds
That's
terrible.
never happened before in your
Who in the world would do that?
Wha-
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. We can just make sure the Council of Nine is safe.
Why are we even discussing
I swear
this
on my
as a
life.
possibility?
Nothing will ever.
That sounds very far-fetched.
The Duke is absolutely dead. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who is the Duke? Oh, I mean, rest in peace. Ugh. It's weird.
All right.
Oh.
So,
Keep my big mouth shut.
what are you doing?
So I walk in. They're all there, awake. Are they injured? How's Fairlith? How's everyone doing?
Where's Buttercup?
Where's Buttercup?
When you get inside your apartment, you see that Fairlith and Morwen seem to be hunched over a punch bowl. They're working small strips of cloth and placing it in the bowl in a very intricate kind of pattern. And Lenore is sitting off to one side. She's holding a phone and she's speaking into it quietly. Mab is sitting reading a book.
So I'm gonna go in and just see if by entering the room they stop what they're doing and if we can all have a chat.
Mab looks up
Cool.
and, says sort of hi. Sort
Hey.
of hi.
Eh.
Ho?
Let's go.
Morwen and Fairlith do look up and acknowledge you. Lenore looks up and she curtsies, but she continues to speak on the phone. If you want to hear what she has to say, then that's going to be a roll.
I don't think I want to eavesdrop on her phone conversation. But I am going to sit down in my chair and just make a show of waiting.
All right. Fairlith and Morwen at once just let their hands rest on either side of the bowl, and then the little strips of cloth on the inside are consumed. Mab closes her book, folds her hands in front of her and waits. and Lenore ends her phone conversation soon afterwards, comes over and sits down.
I'm going to just take up a position behind Sophia.
great.
Sorry. Just want to tell you where I
Sword
am
drawn.
so that when I don't say anything for a while, you all don't think I'm...
Ramsia takes a seat in the corner very carefully, pulling her tail to one side and just folding it over her lap. I'm not currently in control of Ware, so I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
Wow.
Ware is resisting sort of sorting through Sophia's closet just to see what sort of things she has, and she's just going to sit down on whatever looks comfiest nearby.
Ed?
And if it's like an armchair, she's going to sit sideways in it with her legs sort of over one arm.
I want to thank you all for your patience over the last few days. Many events were, needless to say, unforeseen. I wish I had made this decision much sooner, but I'm also glad that I didn't. Appointing a new High Queen of Concordia would have given the mob a target. And we would possibly be mourning another casualty today. So I don't regret what I did.
Mab smiles. You mustn't live with regret. Regret is the kind of thing that just eats away at you.
I know. I intend to make this decision today. But there have been some questions over the past little while that have been gnawing me.
Could you roll your perception empathy, please?
Mm-hmm. Is this insightful?
No, not yet.
4 successes.
Okay. Pick 4 people in the room and you can see what their reactions are to you. One sentence you just said.
All right, I choose Morwen, Lenore, Fairlith, and Mab.
Damn it.
Okay. When you
And
said, I'm
wrong.
making a decision today, Mab's eyebrows just like... there's a definite interest in there from her. Fairlith has this quiet kind of excitement in her chest. Lenore is a bit sad, and Morwen has confidence.
I will ask you all to listen. And then I will ask you a question. But listen first, please. This is what I've wondered myself. Can a king be treasonous? Can a Dantain be redeemed? Can a Puka be believed? Under oath? Can Fae work with the Guru? How about vampires? Is there still beauty left in Concordia's future? I believe there is. And I believe that the decisions made in Concordia's immediate future will be the determining factor. And so I ask you all, maybe unfairly, what will you do if I named you High Queen right now? What would you do? If you'd rather tell me privately, you can. I want to look to Mab first.
It's important to restore faith in the monarchy at this point in time. News of this rebellion will spread, just as news of David's death will spread just as quickly. We must be bold. We must be ready to make sure that everybody is aware that the monarchy is now not only still in place, but stronger than ever. Move to quash this rebellion, but at the same time, show mercy to those who have been swept up by the words of those who have other agendas. It's clear now that Melge was instrumental in warping everybody's realities. We cannot punish everyone for the deeds of one.
How would you determine who deserved to be punished and who didn't? Would you take them at their word?
If it was as simple a matter of taking somebody at their word, it isn't. It will be long and hard, but self-reflection is something that we must embrace.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I look to Lenore.
Mab kind of looks up. The other Mab. Settles back down.
Oh.
I look to Lenore now.
It doesn't matter. There's too much to do now. I'm afraid that I can't answer your questions at this time.
Why not?
I've been in contact with those who have fallen. There were a few who need places to go, places to rest. Perhaps I'm not made out to be queen. But I can't stay here and discuss this with you. I need to make sure that they're all right.
Your father saw you fit to be queen. What do you think he saw in you?
You should already know. And if you don't, then perhaps that's a failing on my part. What I've done should speak for itself, and I will not speak in defense of where I've come up short.
I need to know that you believe in yourself and who you are.
I believe in what I'll do, and I believe that nothing I say is worth more than that. Perhaps that means that I will lose this opportunity. I understand this. I wouldn't be able to use words to describe what Starry Night means to me, other than that it's a painting hanging on a wall. But I can tell you that Van Gogh spent hours, days, making sure that that painting could maintain its beauty. I can't tell you. But hopefully the picture that I paint might be worth something someday. If only because I can do it. I care more about what I can do than about what I can tell you I can do.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I'm sorry. And she lifts her phone and then takes a step back and starts speaking into it again.
Morwen.
We've been wronged. We've been wronged. And therefore we must show that those who wrong us will suffer the consequences, because if we do not, it is those who are good who will suffer instead. Bless you, Rob.
Thank you.
How would you enact justice on those who have wronged us?
We must place our faith in the dreaming. It isn't enough to simply hold trials or conduct investigations. The dreaming itself has protected us up until now. There are elements in the sword he carries that may be able to find justice.
So you put your full faith in the dreaming then?
We are creatures of the dreaming.
What about our own autonomy?
You're asking whether I believe that done is the only force.
Essentially.
I believe in my own free will. I believe in the free will of others. I believe that we have chosen to act as good. That is why I believe that it's possible to find out who has acted poorly, that the dreaming will help us sort it out. After all, it was a Red Branch Knight who proved the guilt of King Melge, assisted by the dreaming in a Fiorich.
Thank you, Your Highness. Charlotte.
I love my husband. He had a vision of uniting Concordia, and he did it. Perhaps I can prove that where my father has gone astray, I have not. To show that in the end it isn't Melge who wins, but David, because that is who I choose to pattern myself. I do not follow my father's footsteps. To show that, to show it clearly, may help start to heal the rift, and it may also out any who choose to take up his banner instead. To be condemned by his own daughter be an excellent first step.
Right, you have told me what David would do, but what would Fairlith do?
I would ascend, sit on the throne. I would not take an immediate action towards everyone else. I would instead show strength from where we are. To show that the monarchy hasn't changed. We'll sort out those who deserve punishment later on. It's more important for us to show that David's legacy, his dream, continues.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I have one more question for the four of you, having heard what you just heard. Do any of you wish to throw your support behind another's claim and give up your own?
3 of them say no. Mab, Fairlith, and Morwen all say no in polite terms, shaking their heads. Morwen makes it a bit more precise. It isn't for us to decide. David left that decision to you. And the reason that the 4 of us were in the running is because we each have a claim. well, the claim doesn't matter anymore. Now it's your claim. And you can name whoever you wish. But I myself am not ready to throw my support behind someone else because I do not wish to weaken my own position. I think it would be fair to say that the other ladies here would feel the same way.
Spoken like a true tactician.
It is an uneasy crown. To be soft-hearted is not what we need. We like to think that our rulers are magnanimous, sympathetic, empathetic. And yes, I can be all three. But they must also be prepared to make the decisions that are the most important, the hard ones. Or else we have nothing. Lenore looks up from her phone and has that same kind of apologetic, sad look. And then she says, I'm sorry, if you could hold for just one moment. I would throw my support behind any of them, as long as you have given your support as well. But again, saying something isn't the same as doing it. And then she gets back on the phone.
John,
Yes.
What's Ramsia and Ware's reaction? Like, do they seem moved by any of these four she?
Ask Ware first.
Hey, Ware. Countess.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to refer to you by your title.
She's
of
like
course.
in my walk-in closet, just
You
like
want-
wearing 3 hats.
Ooh, this is nice.
Great.
Countess, do you seem moved at all by any of the four candidates, if you will? Not really the right term.
She is doing her best to not give a particular reaction because she doesn't want to sway Sophia.
She's trying her best. Okay.
Ramsia
yeah.
is has the exact same. She looks like, in fact, it looks like it's more important to her to not help Sophia
Right.
than it is to help her.
Yeah. I'm just glad I'm not in the room. No poker face.
You are
really
in the
glad.
room.
Not Brom.
Oh,
I mean,
Scott.
what I mean?
Sclott's
Brom is
not in
all
the room.
poker face all the time.
Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face.
No, that's not true.
That face, I was like,
Ma.
Yeah, a lot of furrowed brow. Okay, thank you.
I guess the last thing I want to do, John, is make a roll on everything that everyone said,
Wow.
Okay.
and just see if there's any like untruthfulness to anybody's statements.
Okay. Perception, empathy. This is insightful,
Ah, cool.
but it. You know what? This also has to do with desires, I suppose. So, just for this roll, 9s and 10s please count.
Oh,
Wow, somebody write this down. It's a first.
Explode, but no,
That would be
let's-
crazy.
And of course, I don't
botches.
roll. Oh no, I did roll a 9. Oh, good.
Instant botch, yeah.
Actually, you know what you can tell? You can tell that Ramsia looks like
Oh my god.
if it wasn't for this moment, the essentialness of this moment, she should be over in Ware's arms right now.
Oh!
6
I'm
successes.
gonna get
6.
I'm gonna let them get married. I gotta marry them myself. Have to take a course online.
From getting like
Okay.
anointed, but whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Lenore is sad because she doesn't think that she can prove things to you in a way that she would be comfortable with it. She's not comfortable just saying things. She also feels like she has a duty to complete at this point in time. So she feels like she's out of the running. Mab doesn't expect to win, and honestly probably doesn't care that much.
Mab's already
I
super
lo-
drunk.
Yeah, she's like, "Where's my 40?"
I'm
She is more along the lines of like, I am happy to take the position if I need to, but I'm already a queen, and nothing that anybody has said here makes me believe that I need to step in and override But that it's important that there's a she is married. Lemon Eater, you may have missed the fact that Brom botched, and so he currently believes a thing that is definitely not true.
Can you believe someone was dealing drugs as well? Who was that?
Yep, you're right. Yeah, go ahead.
We.
Legal. Here.
Morwen believes that she is the right person for the job. She believes that sentimentality is not a part of what's going on here. And frankly is a little bit offended by what Lenore is doing. Being like, well, okay, fine. So she's doing things, but like being a ruler isn't about doing what you want. It's about doing what's necessary. She very much feels wronged at the moment. The Gwydion kind of like people have been fucking with me and mine is really rising up in her, but she's doing as admirable as a job as she can to keep that down. Fairlith believes that she is entitled to the position. She married into it, and therefore has the most legitimate claim to it. She truly believes that she can work against her father on this. For her, it's about proving that she is, in fact, not like her father. It's about separating herself from him. Ramsia is interested in what's happening. This is a moment that it looks like she's been working towards, but there's no indication of anything other than that she is very empathetic towards Sophia's plight. Brom's just worried that his dick doesn't work anymore. I don't know.
No, I have thoughts and feelings. I'm a human being, man.
Okay, so what are your thoughts and feelings?
Does she get to know them?
Yes.
All right.
I rolled 6 successes. Boy.
Boy. Brom has a loyalty to House Gwydion, and to Morwen for that reason, but believes very strongly in the fact that, he believes very strongly in Lenore's reasoning, in terms of, like, I think, he's very torn. He certainly doesn't hate any of the four people. Exactly.
I am interested in how he feels.
Yeah. Anyway.
He's also, for some reason, Sophia, he's lying naked on your floor.
Oh, I just cleaned that. No, I didn't. I paid someone to clean that.
And
I thought I was the one.
Just as you saw with Kyoko downstairs, illusion never changed into something real.
Oh, wow! Should just called the episode.
Brom's wide awake and perfect skies torn. Anyway, sorry.
We're good.
That's everybody, right?
That's not where.
Oh, where? Where are you?
Ugh, boo.
Where is contemplating whether or not there's somebody that should be in this room getting considered who isn't in this room getting considered because of the fact that they don't have like a place, they weren't sort of part of like the natural order of things, but she belongs to a group that is both full of nobles and non-nobles, so she kind of has that perspective on things. She is leaning away from anybody who seems grumpy. In terms of like being a grump.
Amazing. Gotcha.
Actually, a good question, John. Actually, now that that's been brought up, are any of the four of them
nearing death?
No. I assume Lenore is
Matt
young.
is a grump.
Yes.
Are you talking about grump in terms of like their
Yeah,
seeming?
wilder. Yes, yeah, they're seeming.
All
I
three of
assume.
them are. The other three are wilders.
Okay.
Matt is absolutely like grumping it up.
For sure. I didn't know about the other. Okay, cool. Interesting.
Yep.
Sweet.
Ab's like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh, God.
She just wants to have a palace full of corgis
Oh.
and to give a speech on Christmas. That's all she wants.
Well, it makes me
And
sad
wear
because
fabulous hats.
there are no corgis left.
I know. On purpose. We'll talk later.
There's some shortcoming about recording.
Mhm. What are you doing?
Just like to take this moment to say that I think any of you would be an admirable ruler of Concordia.
Ramsey says, thank you.
Oh boy. Get out of my
I'll get out of your dreams and into your car.
Oh, Jesus
No,
Christ.
we're not going to do
Whoa.
that. She doesn't say that.
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
Out of my dreams.
John's lost it.
You've all said or shown reasons why you would do a good job. And the one I choose today to appoint as the new High Queen of Concordia is you, Lenore.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I think I have to ask you to hold on for another moment. I accept.
Thanks.
And then she looks at Brahm.
I remove Caliburn from its scabbard and I approach her with it. Yep. Yeah, I'd like point it at her face. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I like this.
Long live the king.
I just toss them all at the windows. Yeah, okay. No.
That's not.
So I present it to her to take.
She takes it, stabs it into you. That's number 3.
Nice. Nailed it.
She takes a look at the sword
yeah,
for a
little fucker.
second. And she wraps her hand around the hilt. Lifts the sword from you. Turns it once, twice in her hands. Finely crafted, but it is a tool. And it's time to put it to use. Morwen
She
just is
starts
like,
stabbing people.
Yeah, I was like,
I know. I'm like, don't kill everyone.
there
Don't kill
can be
everyone.
only one.
Oh, my God.
Just like one swing beheads the other 3 women.
I chose right.
Morwen
Oh.
kind of looks like furious. Mab is just like Miyagiing it at the end of Karate Kid, just like.
nice.
And Fairlith just looks like she's had a bomb dropped.
Mm.
I relieve you of your duties, Regent.
I will curtsy.
Yes.
Or is it better to take a knee when there's a new queen
I'm taking a
being
knee for
sworn
sure.
in?
I don't know what these kids are doing.
Taking a knee would imply that you're like about to get knighted.
Shit.
I'm
two knees
already
already.
knighted.
No,
A,
shit.
cur- a curtsy would be because you up until this point have been like basically at or above her level.
Yeah.
A curtsy is appropriate.
I drop a very deep, beautiful curtsy. And is it Her Royal Highness?
Now it's Majesty.
Or now it's Her Majesty.
Yes.
Your Majesty, I look forward to seeing what you do.
I have some more phone calls to make. And then I will be heading to Terranar. Your Highnesses, I would appreciate it if you would come with me when it's time. And even though there's this fury, Morwen's the first to nod. Then Mab. Fairlith is a bit like...
Fairlith's just weeping.
Long live the queen.
Now you fucking cursed it.
You're here.
Yeah, Brom shouldn't have said
Shing.
that.
I gotta call my mom.
Welcome to Lenore, Dio.
I should do.
I'm okay with this. It's relatable to Sophia. Crisis? Quick, make phone calls.
True, eh?
Legit.
Actually, a good point.
Legit.
I see how it is.
Shall we all ask Claude to get us some drinks?
Oh, please.
Patches.
Hmm?
You get a phone call.
Already?
It's Acanthea,
Perf.
the chatelaine of
Chateau
Mexi's Chateau Frontenac. For whatever that's worth.
Thanks for returning my call.
Of course.
It would seem that there are persons there who are in possession of our friend Kyoko. I mean, she was unconscious at the time, so I understand that if she accidentally, out of a concern for her well-being, was brought there. But we are happy to come collect her if that's at all possible.
I'll make the arrangements immediately.
Excellent.
Your friend should not...
Should not?
Ah, shit snacks. Secret shankage. God damn
Oh,
it.
maybe. Hang on.
Is that the sound of her phone dropping?
Yes.
Be the sound of a body hitting the flow.
Can I roll a perception roll to get a sense of what may have happened?
Sure.
Ooh.
It's going to be a perception... investigation.
Detective Patches.
Yay!
Detective Patches.
At a difficulty of 8.
Detective Patches. Spending willpower.
Oh, shit. She, listens super hard.
2 successes.
Good job.
Including your willpower?
Yeah.
Better than a botch.
You know that the
You know what?
phone that Acanthea was using has tumbled to the ground. You definitely heard another thump, which would probably indicate that she has fallen as well.
Shout into the phone. Whoever you are, pick up this phone and speak to me.
You hear... It doesn't do very good to order a duchess around, does it?
Funny, I wasn't giving you orders. You have one of ours. You did make a foolish fucking oath not to fuck with us. And yet you fucked with us. I'm sure you've towed the line to not suffer the consequences of your bullshit. But that's gonna end soon. A new High Queen will be named in the next moment or few, I'm sure. I think you can stop calling yourself Duchess, bitch. Click.
Rip. Oh shit, Rip.
Too mad.
She's
No
been hung
charisma.
up twice in the last 24 hours.
Yay.
Yes!
Patches, I just
It's
wanted
probably
to
really
get you
bad for
these
Kyoko.
flowers, like, eh.
Anger.
Every time someone hangs up on me, I send you a piece of your puka. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Hey guys, I'm 0 for 3 anyway.
Oh, with
So you're on
lovers.
to number 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Wives.
Right.
Lovers, wives.
Whatever.
Oh.
I mean, whatever.
What do you do?
So while they've been up in the apartment, after I've finished my errands in the basement, I would be packing, loading up weaponry, any tactical gear, wishing to fuck that we had Kyoko because she's so goddamn useful on these kinds of missions. And I suppose I would have asked Claude if he'd be willing to join us, though understanding that he's doing excellent work here.
I have a place here.
All right.
But
Mm.
I will always have a place at your side. Let me get my stuff.
Yes.
2 cigars, 3 bottles of whiskey.
And I
Okay, I'm
think
packed.
we'll end the session
Oh!
here.
I go to poke the elevator button to
Dun,
go walk the
dun,
fuck in on the
dun.
queening ceremony because I don't give any.
You guys done? Oh shit.
You
Oh,
did
we're all
it.
doing shots.
Yay! Oh, yep. Oh, sorry. Hi. Oh, yeah.
Seriously,
Decisions
let's
made.
just raise Frontenac to the ground. Save elevator slogan.
Maybe personal preference, maybe not. But if there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that I think that the 3 people sitting across from me aren't going to take any shit.
My thoughts.
See how they feel about this. We'll see what's going on. See what they learned.
Yay.
See if they can figure out their drink challenge.
Good luck.
Yes,
I know
there
there wasn't a
we're
bet
at
today.
3?
I'm sorry about
We're
that.
at
I
3.
apologize. I'm not on my game. But all that and more on my fancy corner in just a moment.
Bet on what his pain level is.
What do I want to say? Oh, first of all, I want to know what Fook thinks the evolution of these characters is.
I love
I
to
would
hear
love to know
about it,
that.
Fook. You want to
Like
go into
what,
some
what
detail?
you've seen, because
Yeah,
like I
in
know what
terms
we've
of arc.
experienced, but like and what John's
Well,
experienced.
while he's typing that
yeah,
out,
yeah.
Kate,
Sorry, yes. Oh,
What did I learn? Learned that the my legacy of Knave, which is not sparing someone from the harsh truths of reality, I think it sits well with Patches. And when I have those moments where I'm like, no, I can totally just let this I can just swallow it down and keep it all inside. That was Val. This is not Patches. Patches fucking tells it as it is, even if it sucks. So
Scott.
especially if it sucks. I learned that Brahm's place is by the side of his motley, even if that means that he's not at the front of it.
Liz.
Sophia learned that as tantalizing as being the regent and holding all that power was, when push comes to shove, what she needed to do in that moment was go after Kyoko, and what was standing in her way was naming a new High Queen. So she realized in that moment what was really important, and wanted to get onto what she sees as being the next step for her.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Aragorn.
What did I learn?
Yeah.
how many fancy scarves Sophia owns?
So many. At least
Probably.
50.
Where has learned that she wants to get to know Patches better. Patches is really interesting to her.
Yeah, she is. And not Ramsey.
Shopping
Right.
trip.
Yay!
Shop, 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 shop,
Well-
shop.
Drop.
Here are your play of the game choices now.
Who's well?
Brahm keeps his shit together despite his second re-enchantment
Wow.
and loss of Kyoko. Sophia pecks a motherfucking queen, yo. And Patches is the most stewardy of stewards that holds down the fort while Sophia and Brahm are busy. That is a vote 0, 1, or 2. Vote now. Ignite at the moment is only the three of them.
Yeah.
Not what I expected. Do you guys have any guesses for the drink counter?
Oh, on our side here?
Yeah.
I wrote down the 3 moments, and like I cannot for the life of me figure out what they have in common.
What were the
So
3 moments?
what I wrote here was, okay, I can't read that one. The second one was Patches referring to her military training, like fail upwards. Mab looking up. Oh, and what was the first one? Taking back swords. Taking back swords when I took them back.
I
Ish.
think there were
Right.
3 moments where we spoke about Mab, and the second and third times definitely were about Lizard Mab.
Okay.
And I think the first one was around that, but I feel like that's a crazy stretch. I just don't have any.
Yeah, I don't either.
She came up a couple times.
Yeah, 3 times.
3
The
times.
only
so
other
that sounds
thing
right.
was like anytime there was a knock or swear, but I think that was more than that, hey?
Sister and I had a conversation.
Remember that
Fair.
the drink counter is never contingent.
That
on
would just
something.
be
True.
anytime you swore as knocker, but I like Mab better.
I know you do.
All right. Well, let's go with
Lizard Mab.
references to lizard map as opposed
No.
to. Aww.
Woof. I had a lot to think about this
Nice
game, so
book.
I was not paying attention. I'm going to say that a reference to a character's training.
Really close. You guys were actually both close in a way, but in different ways. I picked something that I knew would not trigger often because I didn't know how often I would be talking as where, and I didn't want to miss anything. It's when you guys acknowledged your backgrounds. So
Oh.
when Sophia acknowledged her chimerical companion, Patches made a joke about her rifle and her contacts being military background.
So
Right.
are you gonna award the yes to anybody, or is it a no across the board?
It's a no across the board.
No. That's
Sorry,
fair.
Don.
No.
But one thing that I
no's,
do
no's
know
across
is
the
that
board.
it's not a no
Patches McPatches.
Oh shit.
for Patches.
Yeah. Fuck you up.
To be fair, that was like unexpected.
Yay.
I was.
It's not
very-
bad when you can win that over picking the new High Queen.
Yeah, right? I was like, this
Suck
is
it,
obviously
Concordia.
a shoe-in.
Yay. Oh shit. All right.
So it's interesting that that the obstacle to overcome was duty
Yeah.
in this particular case. And Patches is perhaps the one who feels the least about traditional duty and more about personal duty. Very unseelie of you, Patches.
Yeah, but glamour is free and honor is a lie.
Yes.
Passion
Those are all-
before duty.
Oh, very unseelie. Sorry, I don't know why for a sec. I thought you said
Yeah, I was
sealy.
like,
I was like,
that's
yes.
good.
No,
Makes
passion
sense.
before duty.
Yeah.
It's very specific
Patches
to an
before-
unseelie attitude.
Hey.
Yeah.
You think Sophia should have claimed the crown herself?
I
Right.
choose.
I know. Kung Fu
Me.
Fenris' response to me naming the new High Queen was no. It was like, oh well.
Part of me was like,
Patches.
I wonder if he would go for that. But like at the same time, it's not like the high. Well, I was
Well,
gonna say it's not like the
now-
High Queen of Concordia can go like, running around getting
Yeah.
into danger and shit.
I have
but
to make a tool for the High Queen, not just the king's fucking daughter.
that's
Holy
true.
shit.
Yeah.
A scepter with like a knife in it or some shit.
Do it.
Gwen, did you
Nice.
This is why
expect
I'm not a
that
knocker,
answer
though.
from Sophia?
Yes, actually. The second time when she was basically just like, this is not the decision doesn't matter. It's shit needs to get done. That is Sophia as well. Because Sophia doesn't do commitment like in anything, and committing to a choice was going to be the hardest thing for that particular character. And so the person who was just like, I don't need to have this be labeled in some crazy way. I'm just going to do what I need to do. I knew that was going to be the one she picked.
Also, fun fact, Sophia has read King Lear.
Cordelia.
Yeah.
I was there for
And
that.
I think
too.
in that
heard
moment, she was like, oh, wow, all these people making these outlandish promises. And then one of them's like, I'm going to do shit. She's like,
I'm going to get it.
I know how this story ends.
Meanwhile, Patches would have been like, I'm glad that you're doing shit. You're awesome, but we need someone that can talk to people.
Too late.
So this is why Patches wasn't named Regent.
I think this is her unseelie side talking, though, a little bit, because like she's also looking at Lenore and being like, oh, this will really shake things up, and I'm into it.
Yes. That's okay. You're allowed to believe in change. We're all allowed to do that, I guess.
Well,
Yes.
Kate, I have to wish you an excellent show coming up this week.
Hey.
Thank you.
Kate leaves Tech Week and moves on to actual
Shit show.
But that means that, yeah, shit show.
Married.
Oh, okay.
If you had said that during the game, you would have gotten an extra drink because you all have language French as a background.
Yes.
Oh,
For free. I didn't even...
merci.
So, Kate, I guess we're not going to be seeing you streaming? Or perhaps
no.
during the day?
Not this week.
Not this week. Scott?
I look forward to announcing the return of Method Mondays soon, TM.
Liz?
I am excited.
I am streaming on Friday.
Woo!
And probably streaming on Saturday, but that is subject to change.
You're not going to see me stream tomorrow. I'm in a considerable amount of pain, and I
Jesus,
think
John.
maybe I will take that time to recover. But you'll probably see me on Wednesday. One thing that I can say, though, is that we are looking at
November
November 5th, was it?
No, 7th, not 5th.
the Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh,
November 7th.
apparently
yeah.
that's something big.
November 7th. November 7th, we are
yes.
tentatively
What's on my
scheduling
calendar?
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Ooh,
Oh, no, when does daylight time
I
end?
don't know.
Think on the...
Eastern,
Eastern time.
New York City time.
6 p.m. Eastern time. November 7th
Yeah.
will be What If Wednesday.
Oh!
You unlocked it as a result of our marathon. What If Wednesday will happen. We are getting to all of these perks. That's the first one that you guys will probably have access to. November 7th, What If Wednesday. So think of... Oh, there's a cheer.
Hey!
Borf, borf. Can we hear Jeeves?
Nope.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
He's
Would have
been
liked if Aragorn was
distracted
just
by
like, oh,
kibble.
broof, broof.
Sorry, say that again?
He's been distracted by kibble.
Oh, good.
well, we're never-
As
definitely not
are
hearing him
we
then.
quite often, actually, over here on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
So, mark your calendars, and we're going to want your insights on what scenarios we're going to be. We've determined that instead of going with 3, we're just going to go with whatever we can get, because I don't think all of them are going to be that long. But if you've ever wanted to see these 3 people or me put characters in situations they would never be in, this is the time to do it.
Oh, God. I think that was already submitted.
Otherwise, we're going to be back at you in a week
You bet.
on the
I
28th.
saw that.
That's a very important day, isn't it?
It is. Is it?
I'm going to need a... I'm sorry. I
Well,
get
it's just before.
a Halloween?
Yeah.
All
It's not a
Must
very
be next
specific
month.
birthday.
It's
I
not. It's not that week.
That very specific birthday is when?
Oh, it's in my calendar. It's a month from next session.
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
We've got something planned for that. I'd like to thank Aragorn,
Yay!
she who knows 10,000 things, mod extraordinaire, but also coming on in as a special guest. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yay!
And of course, thanks to all of you for tuning in. We'll see you here next week
Yep.
Up. To the right.
To the right.
Hi.
We'll see you next time.
Hi, Queen.
Hi, Queen.